Afternoon, another challenge awaits as they take on a side that has often lingered at the opposite end of the ladder, the Tanunda Magpies. Live and free for filming footy, this is the BLGFA match of the round. It's Kapunda hosting Tanunda from Dutton Park. My name is Lewis McKenna. We're going to bring you this game live from Dutton Park, as I mentioned, round 4 action of the BLGFA, and brilliant. Pretty overcast day, cloudy all around. We've seen a little bit of spitting throughout the afternoon and throughout the morning, but nothing too serious, only a top of 1 mil of rain coming. You see both teams huddled away and ready to crack straight into this one. Coming into this game, both sides sitting at 2-1, 50% on the ladder for Kapunda, their percentage points, and 54% for Tanunda. Second versus third. The results so far, Kapunda, the home side, got the win over the Barossa, a comeback win by 5 points, defeating Freeling in round 2 by 22 and losing last week to South Gawler. Just had that one quarter where they had 9 goals kicked against them to none, which put them to bed, lost by 21 points there. And then Tanunda, their 3 games so far, defeated by Gawler Central by 43 in round 1, but really bounced back well, defeating Barossa by 4 and Freeling last week by 64 points. Darren Schillerbeer kicked 8, but no Darren Schillerbeer today. So will that make a difference? We'll have to wait and see. Of course, in recent seasons, there's been a great divide, the great divide between these two sides, and seems to have bridged this season. Both teams ready to crack straight in. So umpires are at the ready. Umpires for this one, Randall Murch, Mark Meals, Adam Butcher. And boundary umpires, Alex Lange, Hudson Lange and Kai Schwartz. Important match between these two sides. Wyatt Ryan, ready to go in the middle against Todd. That'll be an interesting contest. 2 premier rucks in the league. And the umpire holds it aloft and we get underway at Dutton Park. Straight through the middle goes Watke, gets it straight on his right boot in towards their forward 50. Marking contest as he rip it down. He's trying to claim the mark there. Tries to get it off to Lonergan. Come off hands. Out the back, Matt Black at goal. Doesn't quite get the distance. And Tanunda trying to retreat. Sitting underneath it, taking a good mark. And now moving it out through hands. And they're able to run their way down the wing. Watke comes through, just knocking it away. And we get a stoppage on the outer side. Umpire circling through. This ruck contest will be enthralling to watch. We get another stoppage. In fact, a free kick paid. So Mitch Bidmaid, who missed last week, goes inside forward 50. Waits for the forwards to leap up and try and rip one down. Crying for a free kick there was Jack Ryan, who plays his first A-grade game of the season. Former Dogs under 18. Ryan takes it out of the ruck, pops it on his boot, and Tanunda first to the footy, moving it out through hands, and Hockless. Can he find a target? Picking it up well and quickly wrapped up. So we get a stoppage on the paint of 50. Umpire Adam Butcher to ball it up. The flowing haircut of Wyatt Ryan in the ruck. Moving it back through hands. And now Mudge. Inside forward 50, looking for a target and getting it to Lonergan. A good ball movement from the Bombers. They get a set shot opportunity in front of goal. Jesse Lonergan, 3 goals so far this season. Of course, the former Gold Coast Sun Eagle in the Samful program as well. This one pretty well straight in front. No real breeze about here at Dutton Park. Deliberate approach for Lonergan. Floating towards goal, but just through for a minor score. The first of the afternoon, 1 straight on the Sportal scoreboard. Jesse Lonergan will be a hard target. Hasn't probably jumped off the page early in the season, but no doubt as he works his way into his craft, will get there. Still only 33 years of age, Jesse Lonergan, after playing 60-odd games with the Gold Coast Suns, no doubt. It's Colquhoun, another former AFL player. Bit of a grub of a kick, though. Does find a target. Handball over the top. And intercepted. Harry Watke. Good tackle. He's pulled down with it. Menzel had 6 goals last week from the boundary. Has a crack at goals. Not a bad effort. Goes across the face. And goes out of bounds. So, should be last disposal here. Umpire circling. In fact, no, it's going to be ball back in. They do have a conversation with him just to check, but dangerous position here. Kapunda looking to get the first goal on the board. Wyatt Ryan knocks it down in front. And McKenzie not going anywhere. Falkenberg, Ryan gets the tap down. Black has a little bit of space, dances around a few, gets the handball off, and a good smother coming across. Goal-saving smother, but a mark taken in the pocket by Jack Ryan. Brilliant effort there from the Tanunda defender. He's still on the ground, in a bit of pain. Maybe wore one in the guts in the process as well, coming across Riley Smith. But it sees Jack Ryan with an opportunity. It's his first A-grade game of the season, and he converts. In fact, no, he passed off. Didn't even see that. So, Riley Menzel, 6 goals last week. Off to a ripping start this season. 8 goals for the season. And a good squaring ball gives him this opportunity. Not too much angle at all. 20 metres out. Deliberate approach, and dobs it. His first of the afternoon and the first on the board for the Sportal scoreboard. Kapunda get a 7-point lead advantage to start us off. Trying defence there from the Magpies. Did everything they possibly could. We get back out into the middle. Tanunda started their season fairly quiet. Scores in the 40s and 30s through the first 2 weeks, but really turned it on in wet weather last week. We know how talented they are. They've got some talented players out in the field. Ryan and Falkenberg trading taps. Comes out the back of the contest. Mudge off half back coming through. Just bombs the ball inside forward 50. Comes off hands. Drops down in front, and Matt Black now with a bit of space, getting chased down by Colquhoun. And goes out of bounds on the full. Had Menzel in a one-on-one at the top of the goal square, but Colquhoun will chase the ball from the car park and get it back. As the spectator didn't quite see Colquhoun. It's kind of like when you're looking for your mum at the shopping centre and you're crossing past aisles. So Colquhoun so now a long ball down the line, climbing up, and a good mark. They quickly go inside forward 50. Leading out is Hallett. Probably a little too far from home. Would have to kick this all of about 50 to 55 metres. So looks for a leading target. Top of the goal square. Ryan couldn't take the mark. Gets knocked down in front. Black fumbles. Handballs it off. Lonergan needs a clean pick-up. Maybe he was hung onto without it. No free kick paid. Goes back inside, and a good mark. So Riley Smith, the Bombers busy early. Ball living inside their forward 50. And Riley Smith hasn't converted on a goal this year. This one's straight in front. We'll have to kick it just inside the 50-metre arc. Let's see if he's willing and able to get this through the big sticks. On its way. Does he get it there just by the goal line and rush through for a minor score? So 1-2-8 to none on the Sportal scoreboard. Kapunda with the advantage. We quickly work their way out into the wing. A short ball and mark taken by Pryor. So Tanunda looking just to take some possession now. Just chip the ball around, little short ball right in front of the Tanunda bench is marked by Lewis Cowham. Team of the Year in 2025. Anzac Round medalist as well a couple of weeks ago. Cowham had Clinton Voigt short, decides to go longer. Ruckman sitting underneath this one. Ryan off hands, gets it on the second attempt. Falkenberg with a smother. Trelagan ripped it away. This is a dangerous ball now. But the co-captain in defence takes a good mark, Max Neville. Short ball to Bidmaid. Goes out wide. Johnson. Just pops one up into neutral territory and a good mark. Ripping grab from McKenzie. Goes crashing through Black. Really good grab on the outer side. Goes long. Close to the boundary, a little too close, in fact, over. So short ball. As the Magpies look to clear out, looking for the switch perhaps. Colquhoun goes all the way across and back, and another sloppy kick there from Sam Colquhoun. Just saved, but got a little bit of space. Guilfoy. Not a great kick coming out of defence once again. So the Bombers get it back. Short ball going inside, cut off. Colquhoun now through the middle of the ground. And that's a good kick. Finds Voigt. Another one linking up through the middle. And the Magpies' meaningful entry inside forward 50. Goes over the top. Trelagan's got a bit of work to do. And just eventually escorts it through for the Magpies' first score of the afternoon. Just rushed through by Braden Trelagan. Smart work from him in defence. So 7 points the difference. As we go out wide, Kapunda moving it through hand. Diekman clears out of defence. A good mark taken, sliding on his knees. Did well, Dougal Grieve. Chips the ball across and Voigt leading straight up to it. Takes it. Little too far from home. So on the left, just looks for a target inside and gets it. And Sammy Colquhoun. Much more deliberate approach there from the Maggies. And this straight in front, as we mentioned, no real breeze to speak of. No goals this year for Sam Colquhoun yet. We saw early in the game playing off half back. But this one straight in front, a genuine opportunity for the Maggies. Really lifted in the last couple minutes. Just inside the paint of 50. Looks good. The cheer was there straight away. And the Magpies are on the board. Kapunda now just by one. 8-7 on the Sportal scoreboard. Colquhoun in for his first of the season. Of course, a member of the Team of the Year in 2025. Former Port Magpie and Port Adelaide Power player. Played 16 AFL games and, of course, been in the BLG for some time now. So a good arm wrestle to get us started. Thank you to all our stream partners as well. Of course, Filming Footy brought to you by Dartfish, the Sportal scoreboard. Archie Thong's going to the player of the game here this afternoon as well. And, of course, Behind the Barrel brought to you by the Freeling Hotel and Mars Enterprises as it gets punched out of bounds. Going back inside forward 50. Well done there by Braden Trelagan. It's been named in the best a couple times this year already. It was brilliant a couple of weeks ago in the Anzac Day match against Freeling that I got to call. Fantastic player down back. So a bit of a short ball in will have to be brought back. As we mentioned, no real breeze. A little light breeze just blowing right across into us here in the commentary position. But nothing too meaningful. As the Rucks go at it, neutral ball, taken out. Voigt snaps around his body. Doesn't quite have enough purchase on it. And Diekman takes the mark on the goal line. Diekman goes out wide and then turns the ball over. Intercept mark inside forward 50. Not too sure about this. Thinking about it, decides to drop it in short, looking for the lead, but intercepted by Max Neville. Was never really confident about that one. Goes out wide to Menzel, long way for home. Short ball, Mudge. Gets the running Menzel to go through the corridor. Pops a ball over the top, needs to weight it perfectly. Gets knocked free, and now a 2-on-2 on the wing. Good tackle laid by Hallett. Not given enough time to get rid of it, so centre wing, we get a ball up. It's been a free kick paid here. Going the way of Will Parker. That short ball is good, Colquhoun. Pops one inside. Falkenberg needs to be clean. It's hard for the big ruckman to get it off, but he does get a handball away eventually. Parker's there once again, wrapped up in a tackle by Liam Opitz. And another stoppage. Ryan and Falkenberg. Falkenberg this time winning it down straight to the lap of Voigt, but Lonergan not letting him go anywhere. Ryan this time gets the tap. Bid made, just pops it onto his boot, but doesn't go far. Colquhoun bombs one towards forward 50, but Trelagan, a brilliant mark. Good start for Braden Trelagan. He's been fantastic. So he'll just go long to the contest down the line. Ryan taking a good grab. Goes a bit further inside forward 50. Guilfoy just thumps it with both fists out of bounds. Get a throw in. Around 50 around from Kapunda's goal. 128 to 117. We thank you for joining us here on your Saturday afternoon for BLG footy. Watch for the runners through this contest. Lonergan not too far away as well. Bidmade's there. Can't quite pick it up. Gets a handball through the contest, and now Kapunda, if they can be clean, got some space. Mudge tucked up against the boundary. Has a crack at goal, but nowhere near it. Out of bounds on the full. So the Maggies have done pretty well at just denying Kapunda in the last little bit. Doing well getting out of the contest there was the captain in Doherty. But the Bombers over the top, just clearing over. Doherty gets it back, and now on the left peg just thumps one long. Oh, big fly up from Diekman. Didn't get his hands on it. Should be a free and is. Pleading his case, but the jump was just half a second too early. So they go inside forward 50, sitting underneath and not quite taking the mark. It was a good effort there from Matt Pryor. Got in position 1A. In a dangerous position here, we get another one. Trelagan knocking it straight down. Oh, and holding his head. Thought he got a bit of contact high, but a good tackle from Pryor. There's about 15 to 20 metres out. We get a blood rule here. Braden Trelagan looks as if it's coming out of his face here. Taking some time to get up as well. So trainers are coming on. We get substitution Tom Johnson coming straight on, as they'll get him off the ground safely. Chance to thank the BLGFA partners as well. Corrigan Burge, Intersport Barossa, Ray White Gawler East, the West End, Injury Hub, Sharon Maxi Plus, Terry White Kmart, Barossa Co-op, CEG, Belgravia Apparel, Stiller, Central District FC, and the Vine Inn. There's a lot of blood coming out of the forehead of Braden Trelagan. Looks to be in a sore way. Started this game incredibly well as well. A couple intercept marks, playing his role well. So you hope that that's not a game-ending injury for Trelagan. Fantastic player down back, but umpires get ready to give this another go. Still in a dangerous position here as well. 17 and a half minutes gone. Umpire Adam Butcher is just waiting for Trelagan to move off the field, and of course, being blood, you don't want him to rush off the field. Brilliant day here at Kapunda. They got their sponsors day as well. Far worse places to be. The umpires at the ready to get this one back underway. Ryan knocks it down. Dat did well as well. Still with it though. Can he? Oh, nearly the debutant. Interesting story. Jordan Rosenzweig just comes off his boot for a minor score. But scores are now tied. He's kicked 12 goals in the reserves to start us off, but it's his first year of senior footy. 57 goals last year in the senior Colts for Tanunda, including 15 against Freeling early on in the season. As Diekman chips the ball over the top, leading straight at it, and now just goes over, but intercept mark taken on the wing. Let's try bite off a kick, but Bidmade intercepts once again. Voigt trying to bite it off. Bidmade through the corridor. Has to be pinned perfect with a kick and wasn't. And now Tanunda look to respond. That's going to be intercepted once again. Matt Black underneath it. Goes over and another intercept. So sloppy from both sides here at the moment. Colquhoun hands the ball off. They just chip a ball over the top and a bit of space here as it goes out of bounds. So should be a free kick to Kapunda here. Doherty didn't quite get his hands on it before it went out. Black goes long to centre wing, climb over the top. Gets knocked down in front. Colquhoun's been busy to start this game. Goes inside forward 50, looking for the targets out the back. Juggling, not quite hanging on. In fact, it was. Mudge was paid. So good defensive mark. Mudge, a good kick inside as well. Callum Farrell. And that's a good kick out wide into space. Running onto it is Lachlan Woods. And now going inside forward 50, looking for Menzel. But did well defensively just to knock it out, the Magpies. So even ball game. This is exactly where it sits here at the moment. Both backlines at the moment just deny. Not allowing anything to happen. Wacky pinned up against the boundary. Johnson can't quite pick it up cleanly. Still amongst it though. Did well. Got the hands out in the end. Wacky now moves it back. Bidmade just has to pop it on the boot and get it anywhere close. Not all that far away, but a good mark taken right on the goal line by Dougal Grieve. It goes over the top and another intercept mark. And Bidmade takes it. And this time has a lot more space and time to do his best work. Mitch Bidmade missed last week, but had played some really good footy in his first 2 weeks of the season. Come across, I can't even say in the off-season, in the summer season playing in the Northern Territory Footy League. What a premiership over there. Very good footy league over there. So Bidmade, this will be a cracker if he can get this one through. And nowhere near it, goes out of bounds on the full. So the Maggies to switch it. Colquhoun over the top, and there's been a free kick paid here. Maybe a little bit of a push afterwards. So Tanunda look to play on, go long down the line. Voigt sitting underneath this one. A really good pickup out the back by Steinert. And now inside, Falkenberg does well, reads it well, and pops it out the back. Opitz picks it up, loses the footy. Now underneath the contest. Get a stoppage right on top. Diekman was there as well. So Adam Butcher hurls it up. Ryan knocks it down. And Matt Black with the tackle on Hamish Martin, not going anywhere. Look for Colquhoun cracking through this contest. Oh, he takes it right off. Right on cue. Sammy Colquhoun. Kicks his second. And he is off to a flyer in this contest and gets Tanunda the lead. 2-2-14 to 1-2-8. Sam Colquhoun, brilliant work. On the Sportal scoreboard, absolutely fantastic response here from Tanunda. Kapunda had a really good first 5 to 10 minutes. They've really tied it back up. So second goal of the game and the season for Sam Colquhoun. Ryan, good tap down. Watke now going inside forward 50. Geez, a fair kick on him. Guilfoyle, in fact Guilfoyle rushing it through for a minor score. So very quickly out of the middle. Tanunda now out by 5 points. So 139 to 22-14 on the Sportal scoreboard. The short ball is good. And 25-metre penalty, Watke just walking right over the mark. So over the top. And tackled straight to the ground. Good tackle laid by Ryan. Waiting for the ruckman to get around this contest. Dancing here is Wyatt Ryan. Knocks it straight down. Watke was getting hung on to. So they pay a free kick to the Bombers. Harry Watke, the co-captain, goes inside looking for Jack Ryan leading at the footy. Couldn't quite take it cleanly. High ball into the corridor. Black over the back. Takes a really good grab. Matt Black's been handy. Hands it off to Opitz going inside forward 50. Looking for a target and getting it in Menzel. So Riley Menzel. He gets a set shot at goal straight in front. So Menzel already with one goal. This will be his second and get Kapunda back to the lead. Not too much of an angle, not too much breeze as well at Dutton Park. Splits the middle, gets him back to the lead. And this is an absolute arm wrestle here at the moment. His brilliant season continues. His second goal of the afternoon, 10 on the season after his bag of 6 last week. He's just turning it on the Sportal scoreboard, 2-3-15 to 2-2-14. Now, just on the outside of the commentary box here, we've had an ambulance roll up for Tom Hahn. He's in an incredible amount of pain. He was holding at his ribs earlier and can even hear him now in a lot of agony. Wrapped in a blanket, heading straight to the hospital bed now. So thoughts are with Tom Hahn. Hopefully he's okay. He was in a contest earlier, that smother earlier on. It looks like he might have copped a kick in the ribs. So incredibly tough. That'd be an incredibly painful injury, and thoughts are with him. Hopefully nothing too serious. That young fella looks in a lot of agony at the moment. The game gets back underway. Voigt crashing his way through. Get it on the boot. And a high ball now up towards forward 50 here for the Maggies. Gets thumped straight into the corridor. Dangerous position here for both teams. Sam Colquhoun gets a handball out the back. And Adam Butcher says, I'll hurl it up. Thank you very much. Ryan gets straight in front. Handball over the top. Hallett meets the contest straight away. Not enough prior. So right back where we started in the middle of the ground. Ryan once again just uses his body to perfection. Hands it down and good tackle laid by Watke. Ryan once again with another tap down. Colquhoun couldn't pick it up cleanly. Voigt could though. Got tackled by Mudge. They turned the ball over. Now they go all the way to the other side of the ground. Bit of a foot race to the ball. Winning it first is Jake Kelly. And now the Cavalry arrive with a boundary line beat them both. Jake Kelly did well. Picked it up with one hand and now goes inside forward 50. Menzel over the top. Jack Ryan couldn't pull it down. Ball's still in dispute here. It looks like we're going to have a stoppage now. Dangerous position here if you're Tanunda. Ryan takes it straight out of the ruck. Trips though. Able to get the handball away. Colquhoun picking it up. He has had a dominant first quarter. Plenty of touches. An intercept mark taken by Hamish Ralph, the recruit from Broadview in the off-season. Waki. Mark's been paid there. Looked as if he might have played on, but Waki goes inside forward 50. Comes off hands. Ryan gets the handball out. Now Lonergan had a bit of space. Got it on the second attempt. Handballs it back out through Johnson. He's wrapped up in a tackle. And there's the siren for quarter time. A dead set arm wrestle. 2-3-15, 2-2-14 on the Sportal scoreboard through 28 minutes. Neither team really getting too much of an advantage. Goal scorers Riley Menzel with 2 and Sam Colquhoun with 2 to lead the way for their respective sides. Do not go anywhere. Second quarter coming right up. chat about him and then we'll go. Yeah.
I think Braden Trigan, if he gets over the cork, he'll be right.
Welcome back to Dutton Park here at Kapunda, and a brilliant first quarter. 2-3-15 to 2-2-14. Both of these sides have shown brilliant signs in the first quarter, but also at the start of the season. They'll no doubt be looking to be there and in contention by the end of August, start of September. I've got a guest president of the Kapunda Footy Club, Lockie Micken. Thank you for joining us, mate. It's a big day for the club as well.
Yeah, thanks very much for having us. A massive day.
I'll clip that on you, mate.
There you go. Yeah, a massive day for the club. We celebrate our life members and sponsors day, so we've got a really good turnout for that, and obviously a very important year with us turning 160.
Absolutely, it is. You've been watching that first quarter, pretty impressive from both sides there. I mean, you've got some really handy players. I mentioned to you before the game started, but Riley Menzel with 2 goals in the first quarter. He's having a great year. Yeah,
Riley's fantastic. You know, young local talent. A lot of Menzels have played football for Kapunda, so it's great to see that family name continue to perform here. And hopefully we're going to start the second quarter off well, but no, we missed that one. But yeah, Riley's a great lad. He's captain of our local A-grade cricket team.
Yeah.
He's been a star junior through cricket and football, and we really love having him playing footy for us.
Absolutely. So Kapunda take the lead now by 2 behinds off that behind from Cody Hallett. But yeah, they're impressive. As I mentioned, you know, and we spoke about it before this game started, the 3 wins last year. You made some key signings. You know, Jesse Lonergan, obviously the big one, coming across, you know, former Gold Coast Sun. What's he been like for the team this year and bringing in, obviously, not only as a player but as a coach?
Yeah, Jesse's a fantastic guy. We're really lucky to have him at the club. It's one of those things. We knew we had some really good junior talent coming through. We knew we were going to be okay, but we just needed the lads to believe that once they got to senior footy, it was worth staying around here. And, you know, getting a signing like Jesse has you know, really given them belief that, you know, with time we'll be competitive. And I think we're showing it early in the season.
One player, and I'm sure anyone who knows anything about the BLG that I love watching, this is the second time I've called Kapunda this year, right in the ruck there, the man with the big mullet, Wyatt Ryan. He is a fantastic player, and we'll chat about him in a moment as they go through the middle of the ground. Good kick. Mackenzie couldn't quite hang on to it. Colhoun had a brilliant first quarter. Gets wrapped up in a tackle. But Wyatt, talk to me a little bit about him. He played a bit of footy up in the Northern Territory as well, as did Mitch Bidmaid, I saw. But he's a brilliant player, big lump of a lad as well. But you've got a great having a ruckman like him at your disposal.
Yeah, absolute ripping fella, and we're super lucky to have Wyatt. Like, Wyatt's story to footy is quite unique. He actually only started playing footy in his late years at school and decided, you know, footy might be for him. He's a avid baseballer and decided one day, you know, I've probably got the body to play footy. And
certainly does.
and he goes really well, and he's one of those footballers that plays footy 12 months of the year. And I don't know, he's been very lucky, touch wood, not to have too many injuries.
Absolutely. Takes it out of the ruck, pops it over his right shoulder. And still into contention here. Riley Menzel picks it up, gets tackled straight away by Will Parker, and we get a stoppage inside forward 50. Pretty good results across the day as well, mate. You had the Rezzies get up by 25, the 17s up by 94, just the 15s losing, really. Got the 13s with the win as well.
Yeah, great for the club. It's just nice to be competitive across all grades, which is what we enjoy, and that's what we're going to see. And, you know, we really enjoy playing Tanunda. They're a great club. They're a proud club, and, you know, it's always nice when you actually beat them.
Absolutely. Now, there is a lot of clubs that are consistent across the league. You know, look at Tanunda and Nuri and all those sorts of things. It's about finding those consistencies, and you know, the likes of the light clubs are often grouped together. You know, Freeling and Kapunda, and, you know, both showed great signs to start this season.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've got a lot of respect for Freeling Football Club. You know, we, as you've called, I've listened to you, you know, and you've got a little bit of Freeling in you, which is unfortunate. But for us, you know, we hate them on the field, but off the field we really respect them.
Absolutely.
They've got a great history with their club, and, you know, we love playing against them, and that's reflected on and off the field.
I'm completely unbiased, Lucky.
I wouldn't have thought. No. I see who you predict each week, and you pick Philly a bit. No, you don't pick Kapunda too often.
I went Angerson this week. We'll update on the scores in a moment as well. One late game coming. Colhoun out of the contest, 1-on-1. Handball comes out, and still in dispute here. Opitz on top of the ball. And centre wing, we get a ball up. Some may call it bias, Lockie. I call it wishful thinking at the best of times. But we'll see how they go today. I have to check up on them, actually.
Yeah, if that was AJ Pryor on the bottom of it, no.
We're at the bottom of that contest there is... trying to see who got up there for Tanunda.
Jackson Doherty.
Yeah, Jackson Doherty, there you go.
No, I'm glad I'm not playing against him. I'm too slow these days.
Absolutely.
He'd have my measure.
Yeah, I'm the same. Colhoun out through the middle of the ground, just about gets his 20th touch of the game. He has got leather poisoning at the moment. So now working their way up to the footy. The debutante's there, but gets beaten well. Handball out the back, Diekman. Really clean hands. Opitz gets met in the tackle. Did he have long enough to get rid of it? No, says the umpire. Get a stoppage inside forward 50 here for the Magpies. So Ryan in the ruck. Good tap down. Bidmag comes out the back. Good solid pick up here on centre wing, and the Magpies can get to work if they can be clean with it, but a good tackle by John McKenzie. So, chance to shout out while we've got you in here, Lockie, the Kapunda sponsors, JT Johnson and Sons, Ahrens, Elders Rural, Koleski Barossa Valley, Kapunda Bakehouse, which is one of the best bakeries going around, mind you, Kapunda Tourist Park, NTS Rural, Prince of Wales Hotel Kapunda, Cube, Reese Irrigation and Pools, and The Surge. Brilliant sponsor in local footy.
Yeah, very grateful. I think every club knows, how important it is to have local sponsors.
Absolutely.
They keep the clubs up and running, and we're very appreciative of all our sponsors and obviously our life members, which I think we've got 47 life members in 160 years of footy, so it's a pretty elusive club.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. It's a fantastic footy club as well. It comes up a treat here. You can't see it on your camera, but the club rooms with a hill in front of it, just beautiful at the moment. Just a lovely looking ground. Of course, hosted the grand final day last year. Would have been packed to the rafters, no doubt about it. There's a handball out and Doherty not able to go anywhere. Picked up by Bidmade in the tackle. And Ryan taps it down. Waki's there. He now gets it with a little bit of space, just looking for a target. Been a bit of a logjam here at the moment in defence. Coming over the top, couldn't quite take the mark, but sitting in front there was Dougal Grieve. Grieve pops it over the top, looking for the leapers. It's the debutant, ripping down a mark. Jordan Rosenzweig had a ripping season last year in the 17s. 57 goals. He's kicked 12 goals in his first two senior games playing in the reserves this year. He had a bag of 15 against Freeling last year, early in the season. He kicked 7 against them last week in the reserves. This for his first A-grade goal. And it drifts out to the left through for a minor score. So, we were speaking about, obviously, just off air before Jordan Rosenzweig, but you've also got another youngster, Jack Ryan, who's presented quite well in the first quarter. Yeah,
Jack Ryan, he comes from a great pedigree family. He's quite athletic. Jack's been down playing for Central Districts on a permit in the under-18s, which has just finished up. So, lucky for us, we've actually got Jack now, and he's just taken a mark.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Right on cue. So Jack's, fantastic athlete. Cricket and footy goes very well. We'd expect Jack to obviously hit the scoreboard a few times for us today, and great athleticism.
Absolutely.
I think last season, when he kicked 5th or 6th goal in the under-17s, he actually did a backflip for a guy that's 6'4". He did a backflip, landed on his feet. So I wish I could do that, but I've got zero chance.
Hallett takes it. Oh, tracked down. Brilliant tackle from Bailey Smith, the co-captain. It was a good kick going inside forward 50 from Riley Menzel.
Well, Bailey Smith, a little fact about him, he actually should be playing for Kapunda because he lives in Kapunda.
There you go. So, maybe trying to recruit him back. Black.
No, they can have him. I've seen him play golf. He's not very good.
Mate, I'm shocking as well. Good golf course here, though.
Great fella Bailey, and local teacher at the high school here. And,
there you go.
A lot of the young kids really like him, and we're lucky to have him in the town.
They'd give him a bit of stick about that, no doubt. Menzel going inside forward 50. Has Ryan there, maybe got a shove in the back, no free kick paid. Now Tanunda looking to try and get out. They move it through hands. And now just bomb a long ball out, but it should be coming straight back, dropping the mark, but going through the corridor, and now a bit of a foot race to the ball. Picked up by Steinert, couldn't quite hold on to it. Comes back out Colhoun. And now it is a foot race. Who's going to get there first? Hallett's close to it. Picked up by Diekman, the Anzac round medalist. Goes high, one-on-one contest, knocked down in front. Did well. Moves it out to Menzel now. Kick 2 already. Goes close to goal as he got it online. Sneaks it through for his third. From 50, if you don't mind. He is having a cracker of a year.
Yeah, he great player. You know, I'm really glad this year I'm not having the same bet I did with last year, because the bet was that for every goal he kicked, it was a beer, and for every point he kicked, he had to get me a beer, and I'd be out of money this year if that was the case. You know, kicking 6 last week, playing out the midfield. He's having a great season.
Absolutely is. He's incredibly composed and does well. He's not a bad basketballer either. I played against him a couple of years ago, and I'll say that we beat him in the grand final, but he played far more than me. I played about 3 minutes off the bench, and he probably scored about 20 points. I scored 1. But he's a very good sportsman in general. He's just a handy player, and he's looking to have a cracker of a year for Kapunda.
Yeah, he's got great talent. You know, probably one thing that Riley, and he'd admit it himself, his hardness at the footy is taking a little bit longer than we'd probably liked. We know he's got the natural skills, but, you know, to play A-grade footy at a high level, you still have to have a really good tackle on the footy, and, you know, which is a bit of a surprise, because his dad, I played with him, and his dad would be the hardest footballer I played with. So he's got it in the genes, and we can see it now. He's attacking the footy a lot harder. From
the boundary, hitting the post. I think that was the debutant again, Jordan Rosenzweig. So he's got amongst it here. Brings it back to a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, Menzel right on cue again. He's getting plenty of the footy as well.
Absolutely, in the contest, isn't he? Harry Watke's another brilliant player. We're going to have his dad on the commentary in a moment. Nick Watke. So, we switch across the other side of the ground. Mudge got a bad bounce. And now the Maggies can have a look inside forward 50 with a bit of free real estate. They pop it up towards goal. Whistle's been blown here behind play. Maybe copped a bump after it. It's going to be a free kick here to Matt Pryor. Just looking to see if they've given umpires having a chat to Mudge. Didn't quite see what happened. It was a fair way after the kick. So it is actually paid downfield. So free kick here in the pocket to Jordan Rosenzweig.
Probably kick this. It's the tough one.
And he gets it through for his first goal in his first game. The third on the board for Tanunda, and they all get around him, rightfully so. As we mentioned, 12 goals the last 2 weeks in the Rezzies. Kicks his first. He's obviously going to be a player, a good target up forward for him as well when they're missing Schillerbeer this week. Kicked 8 goals last week.
Yeah, we're quite grateful that he's not playing this week, and obviously the game was pretty intense in the first quarter, so we obviously had a bit of a casualty with Braden Trelagan coming off and Tommy Hahn finishing the game. We never like to see people taken out of the game early, and we wish Tommy's on his way to hospital now. We wish him all the best. He's got a great family. He's a ripping fella, and wish him all the best.
Absolutely. The Trelagan was coming off a lot of blood pouring from the forehead. Did you get any update on what's going on there at quarter time?
Yeah, he just had a cut above the eye. I had a look at it myself, just wanted to make sure that he was okay. He's pretty tough, BT. Unfortunately, he got a really good corky. That's the thing that's probably giving him the most grief.
Okay, right.
So the cut was all right.
There's always something else,
Yeah, but the big corky is the thing that's hurting him.
Had a cracking start to the game as well. A couple of intercept marks. He's a brilliant defender. So they'll miss him sorely. Ryan now with a bit of space inside forward 50 on the left peg. Pops it to the top of the goal square. Beats McKenzie and goes out of bounds. So they'll get it back here, the Magpies. A short ball out of the pocket to Douse. And bites off the 45. Needs to be clean with it and was in the end. Bidmade, though, with a really good tackle. Forces the turnover. Now Smith inside forward 50. Online. Does he get the distance covered? Goal umpire says that's going to be a mark.
Yeah, unfortunately, David Leslie's our goal umpire. Normally, my dad does it. And
you would have paid it?
Yeah, I would have paid that goal. Like, David, this might be his last week goal umpiring. It's obviously, when we're playing footy, we we obviously want everyone to stay healthy and all the rest of it.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, we've done a few changes this year. So down in the forward line, we've actually got Jai McKenzie. So he'd traditionally been a key sort of centre back, key backman. Okay. And as a junior down in town, he actually played a lot forward line. So we're trying a few different things. It's
certainly worked.
He's been going okay.
Yeah, had 5 a couple of weeks ago against the Redlegs. So Waki, centre wing. Go long down the line, and when in doubt, pop it on Ryan's head because it knocks down in front. Hallett gets a handball through. Guilfoyle will get to it first for the Magpies, but that goes out of bounds on the full. So right in front of the commentary van here, I'll get an opportunity to send it back inside forward 50 through Callum Farrell.
Yeah, so Callum, he's new to the club this year. There's actually a little bit of a connection to the club as well. So his brother's actually dating a former president and life member, Andrew Hayward's daughter.
There you go.
So he's been up this way before. And Callum's actually really, really close to Jesse Lonergan. Jesse used to coach him down at the Eagles.
There you go. Good mark from Smith, but now dangerous. Hallett's going to run onto it and pop through an easy goal. Sloppy turnover from the Magpies. And they get on the board. Cody Hallett in for a goal.
And there's another connection there with Callum Farrell because Cody Hallett's actually dating Andrew Hayward's other daughter. So it's a Hayward affair.
That's it. So Sportal scoreboard now. They go out to that should be a back out to a 1-goal advantage. 4-4-28 to 3-4-22. A really close game here at the moment. Riley Menzel with 3, Cody Hallett now with 1. 2 goals to Sam Colhoun and 1 to Jordan Rosenzweig. So what's on for tonight then, Lockie, before we let you go in a moment? What's on for tonight at the club?
Yeah, thanks, Lewis. So, tonight, obviously, after, hopefully we've got a win. That's what we'd like to see. But tonight we've obviously got our life members and sponsors coming into the club room. We'll have the standard dinners, and we've also got our player jumper auction. So football, awesome. Netball combined. So really good fundraiser for the club and an opportunity for some people to hopefully buy a team and get a little bit back themselves.
For anyone that couldn't quite make the game, they might be watching from one of their homes in Kapunda or around that want to support the Bombers. Can they come down and get involved in any way?
Yeah, definitely. So, there's no tickets required to come. Just turn up. The cool drinks will be flowing.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, earlier in the year, and I think I've been stitched up a bit because we haven't done it, from my knowledge, for a very long time. We won all games of footy where they were premiership points, and they call it a president's keg. So earlier in the year, we won all our games. So this week, thanks to the Prince of Wales and Cooper's Brewery, we're actually putting on a keg of beer for all our members and players, and that'll be free drinks inside the club rooms tonight.
Oh, fantastic. Well, there you go. There's your reason to come down. So, once again, the rucks to go at it. Been an intriguing battle between Ryan and Falkenberg. Now Smith on the right boot. Brilliant kick to Ryan. And looks to go straight away. Burn him off. Looking for Menzel. Oh, it was a brilliantly weighted kick just through the fingertips. And now, deep in attack, Mackenzie's there, Smith, and eventually shoved over by Guilfoyle. Geez, he presents well, Menzel. He for someone, he probably almost plays a little bigger up forward than he is as well. He's got a leap on him.
It's a funny game, footy. When you get a bit of confidence, anything seems possible. And he's definitely a confidence player, and he's going well at the moment.
I noticed a couple really good celebrations from him as well, from what I've called of him. Ryan knocks it down. Colhoun given a lot of space so he can take a bounce going out of defence. Chips the ball over the top, but for the first time, a bit of a sloppy kick and wrapped up in a tackle.
Young Lockie Woods has got him there. Now, Lockie Woods is one of those rare footballers that left and right footed kicks perfect on both.
There you go.
You don't see that often these days, especially in AFL. It's a bit of a lost art.
No, it's brilliant. We love people that can keep that sort of thing alive. Ryan with a tackle. Ryan taps it over the back. Gets dumped without it. Should be a free kick and is going the way of McKinnon Collins.
Yeah, now Logan he is actually Adam Turrell's cousin. So that's his connection to the Kapunda Football Club.
Oh, and a brilliant mark. Oh, should have been paid. Only dropped it when he landed. Ryan takes it right in front. Brilliant jukes. You heard it all the way back here in the commentary box. Lockie just slapped straight into the hands and rightfully paid the mark. So he gets a chance right in front of goal to convert his first of the afternoon and put Kapunda out by 2.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx him. He's a lovely kick. He's got obviously beautiful hands, and he's only 18 years of age, and we're really excited. Hopefully, he's probably too good to be playing footy in this league, but we'll take him while he's here, and hopefully he puts this one straight through the big sticks.
It's a deliberate approach, and pops it straight through the middle. As soon as it come off the boot, he was cheering. They go out to a 2-goal lead, 5-4-34 to 3-4-22 on the Sportal scoreboard. 20 minutes gone in the second quarter, and his first goal of the season.
Yeah, no, really lucky to have Jack back. He's just obviously come back from Central Districts, super athlete, and hopefully he kicks a bag for us today.
Absolutely. He's you mentioned it before. He'll get on the scoreboard. Didn't take him long at all. So now out by 12.
Well, Lewis, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to go see our life members and sponsors. Really loving your call.
Absolutely.
Filming footy's doing a great job.
Oh, we love it,
We
mate.
wish you all the best. I'll make the next segment go better. I'll bring Nick Wacky down, and thank you for everything you do.
Nah, thank you so much, Lockie. Really appreciate it, mate. So we'll go and enjoy your day. And if you're around the Kapunda area, come through as Wacky now from the paint of 50. This might clear him. We'll go over the top, waiting for the bounce through for a minor score. So thank you so much to Lockie Micken for joining us. Did an excellent job in commentary. Welcome anytime, mate.
Thank you very much.
So now a 13-point advantage to the Bombers. 5-5-35 to 3-4-22. Chip the ball across. Schiller. And now an intercept, an opportunity here. Tackle with it. Was he given enough time? He was. Should have got rid of it, Jai McKenzie, says the umpire. And now they chip it back across. Kick wasn't perfect. Now running onto it is Brett Dowse. Just needs to get it anywhere. Didn't get enough purchase on it. Thomas Johnson now getting chased down quickly. Goes inside forward 50. And a good kick to Ryan. Given a lot of space inside forward 50. A chance for his second now. So Jack Ryan is back straight to the camera. This one, to put him out by 19 and maybe begin the downfall for the Magpies. Bit of an angle. Shanks it out to the right, maybe just sneaking through for a behind. And it does. So minor score. On the Sportal scoreboard now, 5-6-36 to 3-4-22. Short kick is good. Now going long down the line, Colhoun waiting for the leapers, sitting underneath it, taking a good grab as the ruckman, Todd Falkenberg. Now looks for an option. Comes out the back, and Opitz is going to be first to it. Just needs to compose himself. Chips the ball over the top. Wyatt Ryan sitting underneath it. And he holds onto a good mark. Gets the handball away quickly. Matt Black now just pumps the ball inside forward 50. Nearly hanging onto it was McKinnon Collis. Now gets out the back. Tanunda with the numbers. And move it out through hand. Dowse. Chipping ball over the top. And just touching it as it went over was Dylan Bishop. So umpire hurls it in and have to give that one another go. Field umpires here today, Randall Murch, Mark Meals, Adam Butcher. Boundary umpires, Alex Lange, Hudson Lange and Kai Schwartz. Ryan takes it straight out of the ruck and sends a mini talk towards forward 50. Menzel picks it up. Was he caught high? Umpire says he was. So will he take it from here? This one will be outside the paint of 50. Scrapping still on the ground with Rune Guilfoy. Dangerous forward, Riley Menzel. He doesn't even bother looking for an option inside forward 50. He's going to take it himself. Already kicked 3. And this one to blow the margin out to 20 if he can convert. And Menzel, not too much of an angle. Breeze is minimal, just across his right shoulder, blowing back towards the commentary position. From the paint of 50, Riley Menzel. Distance, no problem at all. Accuracy slightly. Pops it through for a minor score. So, definitely dangerous up forward. 14 point the margin now. A long ball back down the line, sitting underneath it, getting knocked down in front. And eventually tackled over as Schiller by Jake Kelly. So last few minutes of this second quarter, potentially sliding doors moment for Tanunda. If they can't convert on a goal or at least stop Kapunda from scoring anymore. Knocked straight down, the ruckman in Lucas Hart. And another talk going inside forward 50. Ryan, can he hang on to it? No. Hallett picks it up. Had a bit of time, stood up straight with it. Umpire says no, not enough. We'll ball it up just inside the paint of 50. And there's the siren to bring an end to the first half. 5-7-37, 3-4-22. Kapunda by 15 points in this one. Riley Menzel been excellent in this game. 3 goals. Jack Ryan with 1, Cody Hallett with 1, Sam Colquhoun with 2, and Jordan Rosenzweig with 1 for the Magpies. Well, don't go anywhere. Second half coming up in a moment. We'll go over all the scores from around the BLGFA at the moment, and of course bring you all the second half action. Well, welcome back to Dutton Park. Here, Kapunda taking on Tanunda, and they've got a 15-point advantage at halftime. 37 plays 22. And fantastic to have another guest with us, Nick Watke, who is the father of Harry Watke, the co-captain for Kapunda. Welcome, mate.
Thanks for having us. Lovely to be here in the commentary booth.
Yeah, it's a beautiful spot to watch it from, and impressed with the Kapunda start to this game, I'd imagine, as well, mate?
Pretty impressed. I think they just need to tidy up a little bit of their disposal and they'll be away. Just at the moment, they've let themselves down with a few foot skills.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens in this second half.
Absolutely. So, have a quick look at the scores around the grounds for the BLG. You can check all live scores on blgfa.com.au. And right now, Williston just about locked away the win. We believe this may be the half-time score. If so, it's an incredible first half from Williston. 13-7-85 to 4-3-27. Just an absolute annihilation. And a lot of that coming in the first quarter from the Donnybrooks. Don't believe this score would be accurate. If it is, I'm incredibly surprised. But 2-3-15 Angaston, 1 goal for Freeling at the moment. It says the quarter's gone for 50 minutes. I don't know if I believe that. And then, of course, we've got a late game on Nuri taking on Barossa later. That doesn't start till 4:30. So you can keep up to date with all the scores from around the league. I was chatting to Lockie Micken earlier, Nick, and Riley Menzel's been a star up forward to get us started. 3 goals already.
3 goals. I said to him last night, how many? And he gave me the Michelle Pfeiffer.
Okay.
So he thinks he can get at least 5. But,
okay, he's on track. Yeah,
he's well on track for that. He kicked a bag a couple of weeks ago as well, so he's really come into some form after a bit of a slow start to the season. He's certainly kicking goals for the Bomber.
Absolutely. We were just talking about it before we went on air, Nick. You've got to be really impressed with Kapunda. They look like they should, and obviously 2 wins now already on the year, up by 15 in this game. 3 wins last year. They look like they should be heading north, headed north in 2026 on the ladder.
Yeah, certainly we've made some strides, and certainly the recruiting of some players. A couple have come from Broadview, which has really helped the structure of the side. But you know, we haven't got the results on the board as such yet. So a win today would go a long way to setting up the season for us.
Absolutely. They defeated Barossa by 5 in round 1 in a comeback win as well. Freeling by 22 on Anzac Day. Lost by 21 to South Gawler last week, but got very close. It was a 9-goal quarter in the second quarter to South Gawler. They managed to get back within 10 Kapunda in the last. So we know they can do it in a flurry.
Here we go.
Second half underway. Ryan against Falkenberg in the ruck again has been an intriguing contest. Voigt trying to get away from Bidmaid, and we get a stoppage straight away. The umpires here, Randall Murch, Mark Meals, Adam Butcher.
Mark Miles, he's been umpiring for many a year.
There we go. The Doherty gets a bad bounce. Mudge couldn't quite get it as well. Back to Doherty. Gets it on the second attempt, but a good tackle laid. And we get another stoppage inside the centre square. Callum Farrell with a tackle. And Ryan knocks it down. Watke through hands. And Farrell picks it up and just bombs a ball into space. Riley Menzel there at the front of the contest. Can't be clean with it. Knocks it down in front. Still staying with it though. And he gets tackled immediately by Brower.
No real scoring end here today at Kapunda. No breeze at all.
No, absolutely it hasn't been. It's just been a bit of an arm wrestle, really. Bit of ascendancy in the second for Kapunda to get out as Hallett wins his way to the footy first and maybe collected without it there. So they get the free kick and they play on immediately. Goes over the top. Deekman's there. Black coming through and just punching it all the way over the boundary. Yeah. Just crashing through Guilfoy.
Black's had to go back. Yeah. With Braden Trelagan coming off injured, split head, and I think he's got a bit of a calf injury as well. So.
Yeah, they said it was almost a corky kind of situation going on there, and double whammy's no good. He had a cracking first 5 minutes of the game as well.
Yeah, he's been a really good player for us all year. In fact, I don't think he's been beaten at full back, so
no,
he could be a big miss.
Handy when you've got a swingman like Matt Black, who's been handy up forward this year. He's able to go back and kick 5 on the season through the first 3 rounds. He's able to go back and be an influence. So Ryan takes it out of the ruck, smothered immediately by Colquhoun, and like a teddy bear just cuddles him straight to the ground.
Kapunda might want to start to put a bit of work into Colquhoun. He's
been busy, hasn't he?
He has had a lot of ball.
Once again gets it. Voigt this time. Shrugged off one. Couldn't get rid of it the second time. And a brilliant tackle by Mitch Bidmaid, who I've been really impressed with. Missed last week, but played some footy in the Northern Territory in the Premier League. Won a premiership as well.
Correct. Just starting to find his feet, I think, with the Bomber, learning the players and how they go about it.
And Diekman chips a short ball, dangerous one. Now getting back onto it and caught him a bit high there, so it's going to be a free kick paid to the Magpies.
Young Jake Kelly a bit zealous at the footy there, and I think it was Callum.
Yeah, it was Callum. So over the top, numbers here with the Bomber. Over the top, and Bidmaid nearly hung onto it. Getting the handball out. And in dispute. Farrell. Ryan, smothered from behind, filthy with himself as well. So now Doherty trying to break his way through, got caught high.
Just lowered the knees there and got the high tackle.
Contentious one, but smart footballer. Goes inside forward 50, waiting for the leapers. Now breaking through was Diekman once again. Colquhoun bats it away. Now they can snap around towards goal, but just missing was Steiner and through for a minor score. So now out by 14 points, I should say, Kapunda.
Ralph with the footy in his hands.
Yeah, he's been a handy recruit as well, and Hamish Ralph. We've got Angus Ralph in the Rezzies as well, who's get off to a really good start this season.
He's kicked a few goals in the Rezzies for us, which is fantastic.
Black forced to play in defence now, doing a pretty good job of it as well. Finds Wacky on the wing. Goes to a one-on-one. Really good mark taken from Mackenzie. A little far from home. So he's looking for the leaders. Finds it with Ryan. He's a brilliant young star, Jack Ryan. And now laying the tackle on the paint of 50.
He's certainly got his hands on a lot of ball. I think he's kicked, is it just the one goal?
He has kicked one, yep. His leading patterns are fantastic as well. He just keeps his defender moving at all times, just thinking about where he is. As Ryan taps it down to his feet and Bidmaid with the tackle, we get another stoppage.
Oh, someone's thrown out of the ruck there.
So now a free kick paid to Falkenberg. Long down the line. Guilfoy couldn't quite hang on to it, juggled it around. Colquhoun with a tackle. Breaking through, Wacky's there. Voigt just gets it onto his boot. Doherty does well to shirk the tackle. Gets it back. That should be holding the ball. Wacky, brilliant work. And now the Bomber away. Mudge can take a bounce. Finds a bit of room to go inside forward 50. Sitting in the hole and taking an intercept mark with Schiller. Now a short option. Finding May. Looking to go wide to the wing. Steinert's there underneath it, couldn't quite hang on to it. And now looking for some help to come. Handball out the back. Now working onto it first here was Hamish Martin. But the Kapunda Bombers get it back inside forward 50. Tom Johnson through hands. Gets tackled immediately as he picked it up, and we should get another stoppage here near the paint of 50.
Just these first 5 minutes, Jake Kelly, number 32 for the Bombers, had a bit of football. That's fantastic
handy,
to see. He's only a young fella.
Been really handy. Falkenberg knocks it down, tried to get it into the lap of Colquhoun. Voigt, who's been busy for the Maggies, just pops it into space and waiting for Doherty to get to it, but spills it out of bounds. So I was chatting to Lockie Micken, big day for the footy club, Sponsors Day, Life Members Day as well. It's a big crowd over there on the pavilion.
Fantastic, they're up on the deck, 160 years old, the Kapunda Footy Club, so pretty big day for us there. I'm sure the sponsors will really enjoy their day, especially if the Bomber get a win.
Oh, absolutely, and they've had a good day so far. Rezzy's getting up, as well as the 17s and the 13s. So now a pack forming, Hallett there underneath it. He's jumped on immediately. They're doing really well here at the Bombers at locking it in their forward half. Just every time that ball comes out into neutral territory on centre wing, it's just going back in there once again. And now Schiller trying to break through, but another really good tackle there. Jake Kelly right on cue. Ryan gets the tap down. Kelly, a really nifty handball. Johnson now with a bit of space into goal. Brilliant work for Kapunda. And credit that to Kelly, I reckon.
I think so, and some great ruck work, and young Tommy Johnson, first year of senior footy. That's a fantastic goal. He kicked a lovely goal down at Freeling as well. So
yeah, he did, yep.
He's playing some good footy for us.
Absolutely is. So 6-7-43 to 3-5-23 on the Sportal scoreboard. Now moving out by 20, the Bombers. They'll be really happy with their start to this quarter. A chance to thank Kapunda's sponsors as well. JT Johnson and Sons, RNs, Elders Rural, Koleski Barossa Valley, Kapunda Bakehouse, one of my favourite bakeries going around, Kapunda Tourist Park, MTS Rural, Prince of Wales Hotel Kapunda, Cube, Reese Irrigations and Pools, and The Surge. Doing a brilliant job sponsoring local footy clubs. There's Tanunda now, a chance to a rare inside 50 in this second quarter. Mudge composed himself really well.
He's used the ball well today, Mudge.
Chips it down the wing, but intercept mark taken here for the Maggies. Looking for an option. Deepman uses his body well, couldn't quite take the mark. Guilfoy brought it to ground. And now in dispute. Steinert did well, used his body to perfection. Just lost it though in the tackle. Ryan just got shoved down. You don't see him thrown to the ground too often by Ryan. And we get a stoppage. Falkenberg this time gets the tap down. Now a one-on-one contest, picked up well. Quickly wrapped up was Lewis Cowan. And a free kick paid. Initial contact a little too high. Looking for a target, leading inside forward 50. Black got there first, couldn't hang on, but got knocked down as it bounced off his chest. So, been handy as he's gone down back, Matt Black. So now down the line, comes off hands there, Wyatt Ryan, Falkenberg. And umpire says, give it to me, we'll ball it up. It's got to be handy coming up against Tanunda. Darren Schillerbeer last week kicked 8. I understand he's a FIFO, so he's fly in, fly out. Handy to get him on off.
Yeah, we were pretty happy when the teams came out and we realised that. So
absolutely. I think that's where Tanunda have struggled a little bit today, actually. In fact, when they go inside forward 50, it's just having an option to kick to. Relying on debutant Jordan Rosenzweig out of the reserves, who has kicked a goal already, but just lacking in forward 50 options. And the free kick here being given to Hamish Martin, Yep. So a chance to go inside, looking for a target. Comes off hands and claiming the mark there, Steiner. Zach Diekman maybe just getting a hand on it first, and we get a stoppage there right in front of the scoreboard. So an opportunity here for Kapunda to defend. Ruckman, neither one able to get too much of an advantage. Now cracking through the contest, but losing it and called high.
I think it is Kelly again.
Yeah, it was Kelly. So he moves it off through hands. Hamish Ralph now out of defence, looking for a leading target. Comes through hands, and free kick being paid here to McKinnon Collins. So they're holding up incredibly well on all areas of the ground at the moment, Kapunda. Just denying any advance as McKenzie over the top. Couldn't quite take the mark over the boundary in neutral territory. Kapunda looking to have their third win of the season, as are Kapunda. The last premierships for both of these sides, 2019 for Tanunda. And we go way back to 2005 for Kapunda, but they're looking good this year. Very early, can't say anything too much about premierships just yet. But
no, I don't think we're printing the T-shirts just yet.
No, not just yet, but they're looking very good. Thinking about finals potentially if they can keep this form up. They're very impressed with him. Handball over the top, and now Menzel, if he can pick it up cleanly, but the boundary line beats him. So, bit of a stalemate here in the last 5 or 6 minutes.
Must have been the last possession, free kick there.
Absolutely it was. So, over the back. Takes it out of the ruck. Just got a shoelace onto it. Not enough, says the umpire, Adam Butcher. And says that's going to be a free to Sam Colquhoun. Jake Kelly, I think, was in there just being a bit of a pest. One-on-one here, going towards forward 50. Mudge did well to bring it to ground.
Oh.
And now losing it. Max Neville just lost it with the handball. He gets back onto it now. Moves it through hands. Bid made. And now through the middle of the ground goes Lockie Woods. And now a free ball. McKinnon Collins picks it up. Comes out the back. McKenzie gets tackled quickly. Can he get a handball away? No, umpire says no. Kane of 50 will ball it up. Third quarter. 25 minutes gone, so siren not too far away. Ryan Opitz just gets one out the back. McKinnon Collins couldn't quite take it. McKenzie just pops one on the boot. And now doing anything just to surge it forward at the moment, the Bombers. Ryan takes it straight out of the ruck. Tackled, and Colquhoun takes it away. Can pop it out wider, and Steinert's going to get to that first. Gets a handball over the top. And now Guilfoyle just has to pop it on the boot and look for a target. It's a sloppy entry inside forward 50 though, but if they can get out the back, Rosenzweig's there. Can't be clean with it. Matt Black under the contest, rips the ball away. Martin on top of him. Got given a free kick. Call for a throw, says the umpire. So Hamish Martin gets a set shot opportunity late here in the third quarter, a rare one for the Magpies.
Thought Mark Miles was a bit hot on that free kick, but anyhow, we'll move on from that.
Gives them a rare opportunity, the Magpies. Hamish Martin yet to kick a goal this afternoon and hasn't kicked a goal this season. So deliberate approach. Starts on line. Does he sneak it through? He's just got it there. So the first goal of the third quarter for the Magpies. They bring the margin back to 41 points. 10-10-70, 4-5-29 on the Sportal scoreboard. Still a healthy 41-point advantage for Kapunda. So the goal scorers for Tanunda, Sam Colquhoun with 2 in the first quarter. Jordan Rosenzweig kicking 1 in the second. Hamish Martin converting there. And Riley Menzel already got a bag. 5 goals for him. Single goal scorers, Jack Ryan, Harry Watke, Jai McKenzie, Cody Hallett. So, now back in the middle. Ryan has a crack in the ruck this time, and we see the siren bring us to the end of a dominant third quarter. Brings Kapunda a 41-point advantage. Thank you so much to Nick for joining me there in the third quarter. I'm sure you're looking to get back to the pavilion, but brilliant stuff. We'll go over all the other scores from around the BLGFA, but thank you very much.
No
Nick.
worries at all. Appreciate it.
Cheers, thank you. Don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter coming right up.
Well done.
Welcome back here, Dutton Park. Kapunda taking on Tanunda, and a brilliant third quarter from the Bombers. They just got the jump on Tanunda and really put them to bed. 10-10, 70 to 4-5, 29. Just a brilliant quarter. Apologies for the audio issues we were having there in the third quarter. Thank you so much, and Nick Watke, for joining me from the Kapunda Footy Club. Just a few connection issues with the microphone, but we are good and ready here for the last quarter. I was talking during our audio issues about what these teams are looking for in the 2026 season. We talk about their ambitions, and of course, September, very long way away, but we talk about their last premiership. It's a bit of a drought for Kapunda. 2005, we go way back to when their last premiership was. And Kapunda, 2019 was their last premiership at Freeling Oval. So, in the middle, Tanunda, in fact, need a really big quarter if they're going to make anything of this. We'll go over some of the scores at some point around the league on blgfa.com.au. We get another stoppage. In fact, a free kick paid. Colquhoun going inside forward 50, looking for the lead. Kapunda now through Diekman. Black. And now looking for a target. Bit of a grub though, and exiting their defensive 50. Waki's there. Laser tackle. And now we get a stoppage. Ryan and Falkenberg. Ryan gets the tap. Voigt wrapped up quickly by Harry Waki. Of course, don't go anywhere at the end of the game. We'll have the presentation of the player of the game. There's a handball out. Cowham on his right peg snaps around towards goal and doesn't get any score registered, so Ralph will get the free kick. So now to the outer side, packed forms, getting a handball out there was Falkenberg, but intercepted, and now the Bombers long down the line, looking for Ryan and getting him. Taking a good mark. Jack Ryan looking for a lead inside forward 50. Callum Farrell coming straight at him. And now we get a stoppage inside the forward 50 for the Bombers. So important stoppage here. Wyatt Ryan takes it straight out of the ruck, moves it back through Opitz, who snaps around his body, puts it up towards the top of the square. Ryan was there but couldn't take the mark. Mark was taken by Riley Smith. And now out of defence, Steiner. In fact, that's actually marked by Riley. Looking for Guilfoy, just comes through hands. Ralph's there, moves it back through Johnson. Mudge. Bid made, back to Mudge. Takes a bounce with a bit of drizzle coming down here at Dutton Park. Looking for Ryan once again. Really good body work though. And a good mark taken. The Magpies can try and find a target. And they do. Jack May. As the drizzle gets a little stronger here. Now close to the boundary. Mark being taken. So Lucas Hart goes longer. Rain now starting to fall. And they get a set shot at goal here, Tanunda. Rain really starting to come down. So, Matthew Pryor, sharp angle, has to kick it from about 50 metres. Ball getting a little heavier. Close to the goal line, still in dispute here. Trying to get a boot on it. Martin's there, but eventually trundling over. And Ralph will go and collect it off of the dashboard of one of the cars and bring it back into play. A short ball's good. And Mudge can bomb it long. Looking for Wyatt Ryan, sitting underneath it, juggling it, couldn't quite hang on. Now still in play. And now a stoppage. Wyatt Ryan handballs it out and now down the line. Oh, it gets through. So who can get onto it? McKinnon Collins just handballs it up in the air, looking for any sort of space he can find. Comes out the back. Picking it up was Hockless. And now just has to get a hand on it. I think this will be free kick here to Mitch Bidmaid and the Bombers. So now inside forward 50, sitting underneath it and able to take an easy mark was Dougal Grieve. Just chips one into the corridor. Well weighted kick. Finds Guilfoy. Looks to go out a little wider. Black with the punch. And beats his opponent to the footy as well. Handball out the back. Ralph Hallett can now go long and high inside forward 50. Mackenzie underneath it. Hockless did well to bring it to ground. And now a crack at goals. Callum Farrell marked. Couldn't quite hang on. So McKinnon Collins presenting well. Rain starting to fall here. Lights on all around the ground. Porch light up on the deck as well. At the Kapunda Footy Club, keeping the patrons nice and warm as well. Ryan Menzel flicking it back. Bidmaid. Bidmaid just pops a high ball up. McKinnon Collins sitting underneath it. Gets punched out of bounds. So umpire to hurl it back in. Boundary umpires today, Alex Lange, Hudson Lange and Kai Schwartz. So Ryan taps it out the back. Couldn't quite pick it up there. Callum Farrell as the Maggies clear. Now through the middle of the ground. Guilfoy's there, surrounded by some Kapunda Bombers. They get a chance, though, to go inside forward 50. 1-on-1 contest. Diekman did incredibly well. A call for a push in the back. Jeez, looked to be in the side. But regardless, a free kick to Lucas Hart straight in front of goals. Kapunda fans not happy with that call at all. Potentially an opportunity here. It's been a fantastic second half, but an opportunity here to respond. Lucas Hart. Straight in front of goal. Goal umpire doesn't move a muscle. So through for his first of the afternoon, his fifth of the season. Back to 35 points on the Sportal scoreboard. 70 plays 35. Exactly doubling their score at the moment here. The Kapunda Bombers. 7 minutes gone in the first quarter. So he becomes the fourth goal scorer for Tanunda. Waiting for that ball to come back, of course. We thank BLGFA partners as well who make this league possible. Fantastic, the BLGFA. Corridon Burge, Intersport Barossa, Ray White Gawler East, West End, the Injury Hub, Sharon, Maxiplast, Terry White Kemar, Barossa Co-op, CEG, Belgravia Apparel, Stiller, Central District FC and the Vine Inn. So Ryan just thumps it down, as effective as a kick, really. Hockless with a good tackle on Cody Hallett. We get a stoppage immediately. Wyatt Ryan taps it down once again. He's incredibly strong. Built like one of those really strong American cars, like one of those F-150s or something like that. He's one of those trucks, they call them. He's just a big fella with that haircut of his, of course. And a fantastic footy player as well. Plays footy all year round, as the president, Lockie Micken, said earlier. So now on centre wing. Nifty little kick there. Running onto it was Brower. Just gets his arms free and moves it off through hands. And now Doherty looking to find a target. Tanunda now battling. Boundary line beating them all. Rucks go at it once again. Neither ruckman able to get any advantage there. Wacky takes it out of it really well. Steiner with a really effective smother. Wacky diving for it. Boundary line looks like it may beat them all and does. So we get another ball in. Kapunda 35-point advantage. 10-10, 70 to 5-6, 36. In fact, 34-point advantage. Now, out of the contest. Handball over the top. Quickly met. Doherty with a good tackle. Spills the ball free. Gets back onto it. And a free kick's been paid here. Bit of contact off the ball for Wyatt Ryan. So Ryan just goes short. And whistle's been blown here. A reversal perhaps going to Doherty. Doherty now, long inside forward 50, looking for the flyers. Guilfoy was there. Ralph, Guilfoy under the pack. So on a day where we've seen a lot of injuries as well, spoiled the party a little bit for Kapunda. Seen some serious injuries coming for Braden Trelagan, their key recruit as well. Jesse Lonergan hasn't come back on the field after his injury. But they've stood up well in this contest. So now, they've switched to the outer side. Contest forming and eventually over. Rucks to go at it. Hart against Ryan. Ryan thumps it straight back down. Just a little tunnel ball underneath and a really good pickup in the wet as well there, Lachlan Woods. They go wider to a one-on-one contest. Wacky getting to it first. Going against Brower and finding the boundary. So it'll be hurled back in once again. A stalemate here in this fourth quarter. Just the one goal coming. And they want to bring the ball back in. A little too advantageous there for Wyatt Ryan. Of course, you can catch up on all things BLGFA throughout the season by catching the BLGFA's brand new show, Behind the Barrel, every single Thursday night on Filming Footy's Facebook page and the BLGFA Facebook page as well. And a good mark taken in defence, going back with a flight. Dougal Grieve goes wider, finds Bailey Smith, composes himself well, all the way across the other side of the ground, finding Dowse. Along down the line, taking it, moving well inside forward 50, looking for the target in Hart. Goes through them all. Woods was there. Picking it up first, though, was Ralph. And gets held immediately. Big Bowls Club in the background here at Kapunda. Brilliant facility at Dutton Park. They get the handball out. Hart just gets his shoelaces onto it. Quickly wrapped up in a tackle is Max Neville. And a free kick's been paid. So the co-captain in Neville. Pack is forming on the near side, so decides to go in that direction. And now a one-on-one contest. Couldn't quite take the mark there. Doherty spills off hands, and now Steiner going towards forward 50. Maybe held without it. Should be, in fact, called holding the ball. They dropped it. A good tackle laid by Matt Black, who's been forced to go down back, and he's done an excellent job. Had a short option. He's going to pop it a little bit longer. Johnson was there. Ralph was coming across in front. trying to pick it up now as the wet weather footy is well and truly taken over. Falkenberg knocks it down, and once again we get another stoppage. And now going towards their forward 50, Kapunda looking to bite off the corridor. McKinnon Collins with a tackle. It looks as if a free kick's been paid here for the Bombers. Jack Ryan off the ball. Short ball finds Johnson. Goes inside forward 50, comes off hands out the back, and boundary line may beat him here. In fact, no, it stays in. Tackled immediately. Kreiser holding the ball in front of the scoreboard. Good tackle laid there by Mitch Bidmaid. So Kapunda, a lot of the ball stayed inside of Tanunda's forward half this quarter as Opitz is wrapped up. Only 20 metres out from goal, knocking it down straight away. Has to get rid of it here, took on the tackle. Hallett was there, call for holding the ball. Bit of a late whistle, but was definitely there, the free kick, no doubt about it. So Tanunda looking for their options. Can just pop a ball over the top. Option there is Cowham. Louis Cowham. Neutral territory on the wing. Pops it down. Doherty with a good handball out. Sam Colquhoun. Handball out wide. Martin. Pops it over towards, but Wyatt Ryan sitting underneath it. Anywhere on the field you don't want to sit it to, it's Wyatt Ryan. And bit of a mongrel. Goes into the patrons, long way over the boundary line. So short ball here. Mark taken by Hart for the Maggies. They go inside forward 50, looking for a lead. Struggle to find it all day, Mudge, and he'll just saunter over through for a minor score, rush it through. Haven't seen many scores here in this fourth quarter. Now 33-point advantage. 10-10, 75, 7-37. 17 and a half minutes gone. Thank you for joining us on your Saturday afternoon. The Bombers with a healthy advantage. Long down the line, Ryan with a fist over the top. Those legs are getting tired out there. It's one of those footy games where you just come off and you are just buggered. You might need some paid time off on Monday just to rest a little longer. So now the Bombers getting back inside their forward 50 again, but still there to compose with Brett Dowse. They turn the ball over. Riley Menzel, who's kicked a bag, certainly in contention for the Archie's Thongs at the end of the game. Had Martin coming across, but just pops a long high ball inside forward 50. Ryan! A brilliant grab in the wet. He's been fantastic as well up forward. Presented incredibly well. And a brilliant pack mark. Certainly contender for Mark of the Week as well on behind the barrel. If we don't see another one better than that, no doubt about it. That was a brilliant mark. So, tough set shot opportunity. Close to the boundary, tough angle. On the right, Pegg has the distance covered, no problem at all. He's off celebrating, and why wouldn't you be? Now out to a 39-point advantage off the boot of Jack Ryan. He kicks his second. And they're home and hosed here at the moment. Kapunda. They're going to pick up their third win of the season to match their 3 wins in 2025. So Sportal scoreboard 11-10-76, 5-7-37, 20 minutes gone. Not too much more to play out in this one. Former Central District under 18 as well, as we've mentioned throughout the call. Brilliant player. So Smith now under the contest. He's held up. Rucks again go at it. Ryan over the top. Good tackle laid by Menzel, knocks the ball free. Umpire says play on. Comes over the top and Colquhoun, given a fair bit of space, can just touch the ball on the ground and march his way towards forward 50. Rosenzweig just got his fingertips to it. Did well. Handball over the top. Guilfoy can roll into open goal. Brilliant response there from Tanunda. Bring the margin back to 33. So 6-7-43. 11-10-76. The kids, and particularly the Tanunda fans, will be happy with the 6-7-43. I really shouldn't be mentioning that on air. I'm nearly 30 years old. But there's still a healthy advantage here for Kapunda. So they quickly get the ball back into the middle. We'll update the scores from around the league as well in a moment. As Voigt gets smothered, Steinert gets it off the wing and just pumps it inside forward 50. Getting to it first, did well, was tackled immediately. The young fella in Nash Riley. Ryan against Hart in the ruck. Ryan knocks it down. Wacky eventually picking it up and popping it towards the wing. A good torp, comes out the back and did really well. Smooth pick up there from Kelly and composed himself to get it off to Bidmaid, who can just pump a ball inside forward 50. 1-on-1 contest here and a really good mark taken diving. Brilliant work there from Zed Brower. Going up against Riley Menzel as well, who's kicked a bag. As Jack Ryan does well to fist it over the boundary. He's got a fan club there on the outer side. So a quick update from around the grounds. You can check yourself on blgfa.com.au. Of course, this game is a 33-point margin to Kapunda, 11-9-75 to 6-6-42. A huge score coming out of Williston, 22-13, 145 to 8-5-53 over Gawler Central. Just a dominating performance there. And Anguston 101, 15-11, 101 to 9-3-57. And the game, the late game at Nuri just getting underway, 7-12 Nuri. Barossa with a 5-point advantage over Nuri. So handball over, Mudge just comes off his boot. Steinert gets it on. And now a bit of a foot race to the ball. Gets a bad bounce there. I think that was the young fella in Dylan Bishop. Gets a trundling handball underneath and popping a high ball up there was Will Parker. Couple sitting underneath it. Parker gets back onto it, gets slung to the ground, and umpire will ball it up once again. So 22 goals for Williston. Geez, that's a fair day out. Tarkin Allen kicking 4, leading the way for them. So Ryan just thumps it. Goes back and now they can pop it up towards goal again, Tanunda, but Ralph very smartly fumbles it over, through for a minor score. 6-8-44, 11-10-76. A short ball, marked by Woods. Woods can go long. It's neutral territory, close to the boundary. Eventually fumbled away. Ryan just needs to get a handball away. Voigt's there. Lost the ball in the tackle. Probably should have been called holding the ball. Gets it back though, Clinton Voigt. Pumps it down the line. One-on-one contest. Ralph did well to bring it to ground. Handball over the top. Falkenberg handballs it out wide. Kapunda though with the pressure. Sling tackle after he got rid of it. Should be a free kick and is. So late here in this first quarter. Set shot opportunity here for Sam Colquhoun. Already kicked 2. This one tucked up against the boundary. Little bit of a hill he has to march back up. Right in front of the pavilion here at the Kapunda Footy Club. Big crowd here for their sponsors and Life Members Day. Opens up the angle a little bit. Looks not too bad as he snuck it through. Hasn't quite got it there. Eventually thumped through for a minor score. 6-9-45 to 11-10-76 on the Sportal scoreboard. Don't go anywhere after this game. We'll have our player of the game brought to you by Archie's Thongs. So now the Bombers. And there's the siren. A comprehensive victory. 31 points in the end. 11-10-76, 6-9-45. Kapunda improved to 3-1. They'll swap positions, at least for the moment, on the ladder with Tanunda. Tanunda moved to 2-2. And it was really that third quarter where they put their foot down on the accelerator and just got the advantage over Tanunda. They matched their 3 wins from the 2025 season, and they are off to a really good start this year. They are one to watch in 2026. We'll quickly go through some of the goal scorers in this game before we let you go. Of course, don't go anywhere. We do have the player of the game, obviously, after this one as well. But Riley Menzel, we might be chatting to him in a moment, I think. 5 goals was fantastic. Jack Ryan with 2. Harry Watke, John McKenzie and Cody Hallett with 1 apiece. Sam Colquhoun with 2. Lucas Hart, Hamish Martin and Jordan Rosenzweig with 1 apiece. So do not go anywhere. A beanie and some thongs going to our player of the game. Well, we're here with our player of the game, Riley Menzel, in a fantastic 31-point win as well for the Bombers, going over Tanunda. They had a pretty good year last year. It was always going to be a bit of a tight match, but the third quarter you pulled away.
Yeah, no, it was a good game. Obviously, they bring a good contest all the time. But, yeah, obviously they're a great team. We put up a good fight and proud of the boys. So they're really building and, yeah, we're getting there. So, yeah.
Absolutely. 13 goals on the season for you, 6 last week, another 5 today. You're pretty happy with your own work?
Yeah, obviously I won't take full credit. Midfielders, obviously, when they put it in your chest, it's hard not to kick goals. So, obviously, like I said, proud of the boys. Midfield's really getting along well and delivering it on your chest is just, happy days.
You enjoy a celebration?
I do love a set though. Yes. That's quiet though.
I like it as well, mate, and it's very good. No, look, you're off to a really good start. Last year, 3 wins. You've already matched that through 4 weeks. You've got to be pretty proud of a footy club as well. And had a couple injuries. You filled them in pretty well.
Yeah, definitely. We got 22 boys on a Saturday that put in work, but we still got 10, 15 on the sidelines that waiting to get a gig. And awesome. When they put in a performance like that, it's good.
Awesome. I'm going to let you get back. I reckon you got a fine coming your way. You got some thongs. You got a beanie as well by Archie's song. So thank you so much. Player of the game, mate.
Cheers.
Awesome. No worries. We'll let him get back to sing the song. Thank you so much. You, of course, tune into Behind the Barrel every Thursday night where we talk all things BLGFA. And, of course, next week when we're hosting live from Barossa Park for Barossa District's first game of the season when they take on the Freeling Redlegs. So thank you so much for tuning in on your Saturday afternoon. Come back next week for some more BLGFA.